relax, and enjoy another episode of Resin Crafting with Chris Collected. Today, I have two little cute pieces. This first one is a Be Kind sign, and the other one is a little, you could say an ashtray bowl or a little change bowl, whatever you want to say. It has little flowers on the side, super cute. And for today, I'm going to use these chameleon flakes and actually put it inside of the Be Kind letters, so that way they stick out really, really bold. But first, we got to get some resin. I'm going to use my max today, which is 400 milliliters. So it's going to be 200 milliliters of A into each part, then 200 milliliters of B into each part. I always love to see that resin pop up. Okay, now I'm going to have it all mixed up. That way, these two components become one. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and speed that up. As you can see, it's also a great time for me to do a bit of cleaning and get ready for that next step. Now all the resin is mixed up, I'm going to put it into the Resiner's bubble removing machine, and 10 minutes later or so, we'll have resin without any bubbles in it. As you can see, it's a bit of a tight fit, so hopefully one day I'll get the newer ones and have even more resin I can play with. The lid is on and it's ready to go. See that air come back in. As you can see, they actually pushed closer to each other. The air is just rushing back in. Let's see that one more time. So cool. Now I'm going to add some fixins into this resin. First up, I have two different types of little plastic bits that I'll be adding in. These ones are some super bright foils. Went ahead and added some purple and blue. Next up, some pink. And why not, some yellow as well. Finally, we also have orange. Not to be outdone, I also have these super glittery ones. And for this one, I also just kind of picked some random colors. So we have gold and silver. And into the other one, I put a different gold. And kind of a beige one as well. That one has some more muted colors. The other one had really wild colors in it. I also will be putting two different acrylic inks into this one. First up is a blue. Look how dark blue. It's like a real cobalt blue. And a full dropper or two of that into this one. Next up, I'm also going to use purple. You can say it's more of a magenta, I guess. It's kind of an interesting color. This one, the dropper bottle seemed to have a clog in it, and so I ended up just pouring it straight in. Alright, now I'm going to stir them all around, but try to add no new bubbles in there. First up, I'm going to mix up all that wonderful blue. I'm going to go forwards and backwards, multiple times. Make sure I get all that ink off the side, doesn't get stuck on there. Now, on to the next one. Gentle at first, but then I'm going to give it the beans. As you can see, all that foil is all in there, and it's made a beautiful, beautiful color. Let's see them up close. Now, as I put a ton of ink in, as you can see, it made a very solid color. And these ones are not going to be see-through. These things are going to be very dark. Now, first up, normally I would just go straight into a pour, but today I'm going to do a special technique where I use this chameleon flake that I got from Let's Resin, and I'm going to individually do every single letter, starting with the D. The idea is you just put a nice chunk of that flake in there and then move it all around. I'm going to show you the first two at normal pace, and then I'm going to go ahead and speed it up after that. But I just wanted to show you I'm shoving a chunk of this stuff down into there. Trying to get it on that side walls, trying to get it on the base of it, trying to get it on all of it. This absolutely made a huge mess, but was totally worth it. I cannot wait to see the results at the end and show you guys. It's so good. It's so good. I might have to do this a few more times. These ones are nice. A few things that I realized: you cannot transfer them from one spot to another. So they kind of, as you can see, they just gotta go everywheres. And so I'm using a small brush. Then I'm like, okay, I need to up my brush size because now I have stuff on everything. So now I'm going to go ahead and up the brush size and try to push anything and everything and really stick it down in there. This again took a few minutes, and so I went ahead and did a little bit of that, and then a little bit of cleaning, and then a little bit more. It's kind of a long process, but it's also really fun. And then I'm putting rubbing alcohol onto a towel and trying to get any of the excess off. But then if my towel touches, I'm like, oh no, now it's too much, now I have to do it again. It's kind of just a back and forth and a back and forth. The hardest part, I would say, was the E and the D and the B. It has that little spot right there. And that one, I kept trying, and then I'm like, oh no, I'm also hitting the sidewalls. So I'm cleaning, but then over cleaning. And so I decided to go one more little brush stroke through. This one is the largest of all the brushes I have. And I think this one really helped. I had a few just like extra bits and just they weren't moving well enough. And I was like, this big guy will get in there. Look at that mess I just created. Now I gotta clean it again. But then I am all ready to be kind and make a cute little sign. And I'd like you to be kind and trust in yourself, honor yourself and others, and create a world that is safer for everyone. Now I'm gonna get ready to do an amazing resin pour. Let's see that split screen action. I've done a lot of half and halves, so I decided for this one I'm going to do an X pattern. Back and forth, left hand, then right hand, then left hand, and right. That's looking really nice. I'm gonna let that settle for a second and top off any areas that I see need a little extra. This technique worked out exactly like I wanted. I wanted a little bit of color in all four corners to be different. That's exactly what happened. Now I'm gonna slide this one forward because I still got some more resin to go through.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Top this off one more time. The second piece I will be doing today is this little coin dish or ashtray type. I'm going to do this one in solid red. As you can see there, I'm pouring and also having the stick hold down so I can make sure I get in all of them little nooks and crannies. And repeat the process until it's all full. This piece felt a little endless because I kept pushing it down and then being like, oh, there is more. It can just take more. And then I'm like, oh, it's full now. And then I push it again. Like, no, it still can take more. Ended up working out great without having to use any of that blue. But I do still have a lot of that blue left. And so I realized, let me go ahead and do one more little piece. This beautiful little monstera leaf is going to be all blue. I guess I didn't need the full 400 for this one. Bit left. I really should have done only 300 today, huh? Not the full 4, but oh well, we do another one of my summer bods. This one's gonna fill all the way right up to them glutes, but not all the way through. So his abs are gonna be solid blue, and then come back next week and you wanna see what them glutes are gonna be. I haven't filmed it yet, so if you have a recommendation, put it in the comments below. Look at that man. You know that man does lots of squats. All right, everyone. My name is Chris Collected. Let's go ahead and demold these wonderful pieces of art. Well, all of them but, of course, my sexy bod. That one is not 100% done. Now, I could demold it as is and have it just not have a lower half, just be abs, right? And not have no glutes. But I decided we'll just go ahead and do it next week, as we already have 3 other pieces to go ahead and demold. First up, we have the Monstera leaf. Now, in Arizona where I am, it actually rained the other day, which is very rare. And so this resin is not 100% dry, but definitely was good enough to demold. That's why the gloves are on. As you can see, it's a little bit flexible, but within 24 or 48 hours, it will be nice and fully hardened. That humidity it makes it take longer, but looks great. As you can see, a little bit solid, but at the same time a little bit see-through, so nice translucent. Next up, let's get our little coin dish. Anytime you have a tight fit like this, I recommend some soapy water. And what I do is I just fill it up as much as I can with that soapy water and then push it all the way around. Now it's not going to be able to have a nice seal anymore and be able to push off pretty easily. And if it struggles more, then just put another load of that water in there. But this one, because it had that low humidity, was still a little bit squishy, and so it was easy to get out. Clean it with one of my handmade microfiber cleaning cloths. Looking amazing. Now let's see all that shininess up close. As you see, just a little squishy, just like the other one. And then look at all these beautiful little roses on the side. And that color is so bold. A nice magenta, I just absolutely love it. And look at all that flakes inside. It just worked out perfectly. And now for the coup de grace piece, the Be Kind sign. A nice, easy demold. Now look at that. That came out perfect. The reason why I spent all that time to make sure I didn't have any excess, you see how the Be Kind is just in bold and everything else is very clean. Clean, clean, clean. I love it. I love the X colored. So you have a little bit of blue, a little bit of the pink over and over again. The Be Kind. If I would do it again, I maybe do a different color because it doesn't really read as bright. It was actually pretty dark, but that's okay. And the chameleon, you can see, is different colors in the light. I mean, overall, I give it a 9 out of 10 piece. Really, really looks good. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you had a relaxing time. Remember to be kind and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers, and it would be very kind of you to subscribe. Thank you so much. I'll see y'all next week. Have a nice, relaxing weekend.